Clark pulls off that screen.
That was a pretty good team.
That was pretty.
What made that team so good, you two?
On the court.
Watch that inside hand, that left hand. Caitlin.
Pull back to Clark. She will launch and barrel. Can't hit on three. She's got 9, 8, and 5 right now. Clark with the step back deep two. Clark over Horston. Hits it. Stays here with Indiana. Clark, a deep one.
All night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark.
Set all kinds of three-point records last year. Here's Caitlin Clark driving.
She's showed her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push. Follow up
with Banham guarding her. Clark gets bumped. Will take. And
48 triples coming into the game.
6 to shoot. Backing down. Clark leans in and banks. Clark working on Van Loo. Oh, Clark. Pretty step back. Hits an 11-0 run for New York. Clark, she got.
Every time Caitlin Clark steps on the floor, you can sense the shift. The crowd leans forward, the defense stiffens, and the energy in the building climbs, because everyone knows something special is about to happen. Tonight, she once again proved why she's in a league of her own. Her shooting was the first warning sign. From way beyond the arc, Caitlin pulled up with total confidence and drained shot after shot.
And it's not about your competition, who you're playing. It's about being confident in who you are.
Wheeler finds Clark from the logo. Here's Clark off a screen, gets a look. All is trying to clear 8. Shot clock down to 9. Here is Clark, gets inside the scoop shot. At the end of the year, she's hit a couple shots from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse logo. Here's Clark on the drive. No question that the paint is a completely different story as Clark
Trying to make something happen. Behind the back. Backs the basket and get after 3 quarters. Oh, Caitlin, beautiful.
Here is Clark. She will launch and bury. Clark the switch on to Dolson. Steps back and bury. Cheyenne Parker married in the offseason. Clark catch and shoot. Hits.
Clark left alone. Bad
45 blocks last year. Clark for 3.
Caitlin hit.
Down. Clark on the fake. Clark weaves inside and the reverse.
Studio.
What's up, Ari? Welcome to the studio, girl.
Caitlin. Clark, a little bit of daylight.
Clark working on Cunningham. Gets inside. Clark. Wheeler. Clark launches. Hits a.
Playing together, you will hear all of these favorite players talk about the flow that they're developing.
Good job by Cunningham to quickly get on Clark.
Clark sinks the screen and got the statistics after the Fever rattle off the first 5. Clark trying to answer and
Showing up, showing out. Personal fouls here through 3 quarters. Dejanay has taken a new step.
15 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists herself. Clark a bomb.
A lot more here in this third than we saw in the first half, and that's affected their pace.
Clark outside.
The defense extended, tried switching, even threw double teams at her, but none of it mattered. Her range forces teams to defend areas of the court they're not comfortable with, and that opens up everything else for her game. But Caitlin isn't just a long-distance sniper. She showed her versatility with drives that split defenders and finishes that looked effortless. One possession, she's hitting a pull-up from 30 feet, and the next, she's slashing through traffic, making it look easy. That unpredictability makes her nearly impossible to guard. Her passing tonight was just as dazzling. Whether it was a cross-court whip, a sneaky bounce pass through a crowd, or a perfectly timed lob, she was always one step ahead of the defense. Her vision turns ordinary possessions into highlight moments, and her teammates thrive off that trust.
Because she got 2 in the first quarter against Connecticut.
Clark. And with Noelle Quinn, as you mentioned, no challenge.
Clark 3-ball on the way.
And their impact and what it has done and how they are living out their dreams today.
And
Much better for Connecticut.
Caitlin Clark.
That's what Krista Gerlich told me about you at Texas Tech. They wanted the offensive floor.
Clark. Harrington off the mark as Clark steps into a 3.
Nice backdoor.
Clark, 5 to shoot. Clark lays it in. Indiana has numbers here. Clark looks to take advantage. Clark launches. That hits.
See Katie Lou after last night's game, so today really the first time they're seeing her.
And you got Team USA against Team All-Stars. Clark
Locked in face.
Clark a deep three. You bet.
First in the league in fast break points.
Clark.
Still got a standard. At least two of us know what's going on. Clark at the.
She has stepped up her game in that opportunity. Caitlin Clark for three.
The pace of the game was fully in her hands. When her team needed to push, Caitlin ignited fast breaks. When they needed composure, she slowed things down and controlled the flow. That ability to dictate tempo is a rare skill, and she displayed it all night long. The defining moment came late in the game. With defenders swarming, Caitlin stepped back, rose up from deep, and buried a dagger three that silenced every doubt.
Involved more on the offensive end.
3 players in double figures. Clark.
15-2 extended run from the end of the first quarter. Clark again.
Well, as of late here in DC. Here's Clark.
Third quarter lead. Mitchell isolating on Thomas. Clark needs one.
Interesting, and I think it's helped her teammates find more confidence.
Clark.
Yeah, I was just about to say that big hand that's right in her face, and Clark will take it right. Clark with the crossover.
Taking it and move to the basket before shooting.
Clark.
Clark floats it up. Quite quiet. Absolutely, there's nowhere to cut to. Just over a week ago, surpassed 1,500 career points as Clark.
Clark with the step back three. Pulled out crowd once again here at Carver Hawkeye. Clark creating points, rebounds, and assists. Clark from the logo.
The crowd erupted, her teammates celebrated, and the other team knew the game was over. That's her specialty, closing the door when it matters most. By the final buzzer, Caitlin Clark had done more than put up numbers. She had delivered a performance that blended shooting, creativity, and leadership into a complete showcase. Nights like this are why fans can't take their eyes off her. Caitlin Clark doesn't just play the game, she elevates it. And tonight, she reminded us all exactly why she's must-watch basketball.
This last month for Ohio State.
Clark quick release. And Clark. Behind the back. On the spin. To the hole.
On balance for that finish for Purdue. Oh, Clark. Clark again looking to go of the post position for Iowa over the years. Clark has speed. Clark leads the Big Ten and leads the nation. They also lead the nation, and we saw it in her early on. Here she goes. Clark, the steal.